friends, welcome back to my channel. Sas here. I'm here to do the review of Love After Lockup. Last night's episode was okay. I mean, nothing happened. It was kind of boring, slow, but they tried to fit, all the participants in this episode. So let's start with Clint and Tracy. Got a name right, y'all. Not number 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. Tracy. Alright, so Tracy had her little makeover last week. Okay, so now it's time to take her out for a nice meal. So they go to this restaurant and she's like, this is the nicest restaurant I ever been to. But she was saying that she's been locked up. So anywhere could have been nice. Okay? I mean, it looks like a regular, restaurant. That's cool, Yo, I got a quick question about her dress. Now, her dress, is that just a regular bra in the back of her dress? I don't understand what that was. What was that? Is that part of the dress? It looked like she just had a regular bra and the dress had straps. And did I see that wrong? Okay. So Clint, he's getting up the nerve to, ask her to marry him. So he excuses himself. He's in the back, like Rocky. He's pumping himself up. He's talking to himself. He pulls out the ring. Cute little ring. Pulls out the ring. He's like, you can do this. This is the woman of your dreams. This is the woman you love. Go do this. So he goes back out and he proposes and she says yes. All right. He's ecstatic. People in the restaurant's like, yeah. And then, of course, they have to say, we've been talking for this long, but, today is the first time we ever seen each other. I'm like, why y'all need to tell all that? Anyway, so Clint proposed. Tracy said yes. Okay, so they go back to the hotel on his mama's dime, because y'all know good and well Clint ain't paying that credit card off. His mama gonna end up paying that credit card. Rose from the Golden Girls gonna end up paying that card. So he living it up. So they go back to the hotel and they had sex. Now my question is, he's like, all right, y'all got to go. Why they have to leave the door cracked? They left the door cracked with all that moaning and slurping and Anyway, Clint proposed. Tracy said yes. Next. All right, let's talk about Marcelino and Brittany. Latino Heat. Now, as last week, he deserved a WAW. But it's all good now because, he apologized. That's what she said. That he apologized. He said he's sorry. That's supposed to smooth everything over. So they're out to lunch. Cute little spot. And, she tells him that her ex-bunkie from County is going to meet him because she out. She's a good person. She was a good friend. And Latino, he was like, immediately he was on the defensive, because he knows that she is bisexual and that she had relationships with women while she was locked up in prison. Okay. Now, when I first heard ex-bunkie, I was like, Lord have mercy, this is going to be, they had a relationship, it just seemed like that's what was going to happen. That's what she was going to say. But now, ex-bunkie Sasha shows up on the scene. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was like, I want to know Sasha's backstory. Like, girl, why were you in jail? All right, y'all. Comments of the day. What do y'all think Sasha, Brittany's ex-bunkie, was in jail for? Now, what y'all think she was in jail? Leave it down below. What do y'all think Sasha
larceny. I think she's a thief. Leave it down below, because I want to know what, because when I see her, I was like, okay, so, you know, they're talking, and he is so rude to her. He's rude to Sasha, and defensive, and, you know, Sasha is very graceful. I would have been like, I'm out. You know, I'm here to see my ex-bunkie. I'm not here for you to be rude to me. So, you know, Brittany is trying to, you know, talk to him and was like, you know, calm down. You know, take a breath. And so he was just, Latino heat, honey. His jealousy and his rudeness is on a whole new level. So he leaves the table. And so Sasha, listen, Brittany was like, what's the deal here? You know, what's going on? And so, you know, does he know about, you know, your exes? And so come to find out that Brittany's ex-girlfriend from prison, Amanda, she out. And so Amanda don't know about Latino Heat and Brittany's relationship, and Latino Heat don't know about Amanda. So, you know, she was like, you know, I was just thinking that, you know, before all this, that we could, me and Amanda could have something, but, you know, now with, you know, Latino Heat. Now, let me tell y'all something, producers of this is your grab right here. This is your grab. Is Brittany, Amanda, Latino Heat blowing the gasket, and then every so often you bring in Sasha. That's y'all's angle. That's what I want to see. I want to see Amanda. I want to see what she look like. That's what I want to see. Because, honey, that is interesting to me. I was like, Amanda, okay, Brittany. Brittany look like somebody who be eating granola and oatmeal, and honey, she out here talking about Amanda, Sasha done rolled up. I said, okay. But one of my homegirl subbies told me that Brittany is still with Latino Heat to this day, and that she was about to have a baby anytime now. And I looked that up, and yes, I think she's had the baby. So, honey, she done had a baby with Latino Heat. They still together, so whatever. I seen the picture, and he was holding her child, and you know, all smiles. But honey, there's something wrong with Latino Heat. His jealousy, it's just gonna get the best of him. There is, I was so wrong about him. Oh, I'll tell you. Anyway, so let's move on to Caitlin and Matt. All right, Caitlin and Matt are on their way to, you know, his mom's house. You know, he was feeling some type of way. He was upset to know that that is where they're going to be living, because, you know, he's 28, and he said, I don't want to be living with my mom. Well, you know, you really don't have a choice, Matt. You was in prison several times. You've been in jail several times. You know, if you want to be a strong, independent man to take care of your woman, your fiance, you know, you would have had a place by now, on your own 2 feet, working. But now you was instead doing drugs and stealing. So you have no other choice. It's either your mama's house or a sidewalk underneath a bridge. So, okay, so he's like in his room. His mom is like talking, and she was like, look, I've been through this. All right? This ain't my first rodeo with my son. I know what my son is. He'll be out a couple of months, and then he starts doing drugs. He starts stealing. He ends up in jail. He gets out of jail. Gets in trouble. Stays clean for a couple of months. Starts doing drugs. It's a cycle. Cycle. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, cycle, repeat. I mean, we hear this story all the time. You know, when addicts, they get out of jail, they do good for a while, and then they're back in jail for something they done. And so, of course, Caitlin, she's worried about that. And Caitlin was like, you know, I don't want him to mess up. You know, I don't want him to go out here and do drugs. Well, Caitlin, what do you think you're going to do? Watch him 24/7? You know, wherever he go, you going to go? What he do, you need to know about it. This is a man, okay? And he's a grown man. And he's going to do whatever he wants to do. He was talking about how he used to, sneak out his bedroom. And, he was like, look, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. If I want to sneak out my bedroom, I'm going to sneak out my bedroom. I am fresh out of prison. Give me time. Give me space. I don't want to go back to prison. Of course not. I'm going to try my best not to. If I have the support, he said, if I have the support of Caitlin and she's there for me, I'm going to be okay. But they can't be breathing down my neck now. They can't be all over my neck. They can't be right here. They can't be right here. And that'll get on my nerves too. Caitlin's just going to have to ease up. And I know she's immediately thinking that, he's going to, go back to using drugs and end up back in prison. Well, you knew where he was when you met him, Caitlin. You found this man in prison. So, I don't understand your mentality. There is a chance that he may go back to prison because of drug use, or there may be a chance that he's going to be okay. They did this little thing about his tooth, okay? He goes to the dentist, and the dentist is like, look, your bone, okay, you haven't had a tooth there, so your bone is just deteriorating, okay? We can put an implant in there, but it's going to cost $5,000 for one implant. I said, what dentist did y'all go to that one implant costs $5,000? Whatever. No. So they got up out of there. So he still got a hole in his head. He still can't whistle. And, Caitlin put a chiclet in is all I can say. All right. Let's talk about Lizzie and Scott. All right. Lizzie and Scott are still at the hotel. Everything is good so far. She's giving Scott a much needed makeover. She cuts his hair. She shaves him up, and she's like, why you let yourself go like this? Why you looking like this? Is it low self-esteem? And he was like, yeah, it's low self-esteem. Yeah, la. Lord have mercy. So, she cleans him up, and they're going to go to a nice dinner. And Lizzie talks about how all of the men she has dated in the past has been very attractive. But they also have treated her like crap. So, she got Scott. She got Scott, who is broke down and tired and low self-esteem. She got him to spend money on her. So, money he ain't got, by the way. He done blew his money on you so you can have heroin. Okay? Heroin, so. She's getting ready. She's talking to her daughter, Jasmine. Her daughter, Jasmine's like, look, I don't like him. Okay? He enables you. Alright? While you were in prison, he was the one that was allowing you or getting you heroin. He was sending you money so you could get high. Well, Jasmine, sugar, grow up. Okay? Your mom made that decision. Okay? Scott sent the money, but your mama didn't have to buy heroin. Your mama chose to get high. Your mama chose to buy heroin. That's what she did. She could have bought some off of, off of commissary. I mean, she could have bought her some coffee and toothpaste to make mascara like Tracy did. No, she wanted something in her arm. That ain't all Scott's fault. Okay. Scott is a pitiful little man. And I guess he felt like, if she was happy, if this is what she needed, then he was going to do it. So it ain't all Scott's fault. Your mama has decisions too. But anyway, so Scott is in his room. His mute son come in. His son actually had a little bit of personality this week. He actually let me have the credit card. So I knew something was going to happen with that credit card because he said that credit card 2 or 3 times. He's all cleaned up. She's all ready. And they're going to go to their romantic dinner. Now, they did a preview of next week. And honey, that credit card is going to get declined. DECLINED. With the quickness. Child, bye. That's Lizzie and Scott. All right, now let's get to the trio of fools. So we have Michael and Sarah. Okay, he's fresh out. Sarah is so happy. It's all about love. I love you. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm so glad we're out. I love you. So, so they pull up at his mama's house. His mama seems like a cool chick, They're, they're excited to see each other. So we get Michael FaceTiming Megan. Okay. So they're talking, and he's like, I'm out. She's like, well, where you at? He's like, I'm at my mama's house, but I'm going to be leaving here soon to go see my daughter. And he brings up Sarah. So he was like, Sarah's going to take me. So Megan was like, what? So I had no idea that Sarah was there, that Sarah, was going to take you. But, of course, Megan justified this with, it is his daughter. Sarah is the mother of that child. And, of course, Sarah will be the one, there. So, now, here comes Michael's mom. Michael's mom is aware of Megan. Michael's mom is aware of Sarah. And Michael's mom is like, my name's Bennett, and I ain't in it. And I totally agree. If I was a mother, I would not get involved in that mess too. No. They all grown. They want to act a fool, whatever. I'm sure his mom is tired, okay? Michael seems like someone who has been getting on her nerves since he was a teenager, So Sarah, she's there. She's just decided she wants to be with him. That he's fresh out, okay? Wouldn't you think you would be like Caitlin and Matt out there in the woods getting it on? Or, like Scott, he wants Lizzie like right now. Your man fresh out. He's going to want some boom boom. Now, what he want to do? Honey, his homeboys done showed up. Okay? Vanilla Ice and the other one that look a little special. All right, they show up. Because Michael is a rapper. Yo, Michael wants to drop bars. He got bars, yo. Child, when I heard, I said, oh, Lord. So he wants to leave, go with his homeboys so they can make some tracks. So he's going to be a rapper. I said, Sarah, what's wrong with y'all? Ain't nobody trying to listen to you rap, Michael. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to click on your SoundCloud link. Boy, if you don't sit down somewhere and get a job, see, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what he ain't about nothing. He ain't talking about, he ain't rapping about no job application. I ain't heard none of them talk about no job application. I ain't heard Lizzie. I ain't heard Matt. I ain't heard, Michael. Ain't nobody talking about a job application. That should be number 1 on your list. Not rapping to some music that you talking about ain't nobody gonna listen to. And come to find out, he back in jail. Michael is a... So anyway, so of course Sarah, fresh out of prison, okay, she done drove, spent her gas money, her time, picking you up. And you can't even spend the night with this woman. No, because he don't love you. Because you know what he said? He said, my queen is Megan. That's what he said. He said that I don't want to get Sarah upset. I married her because she's the mother of my child. And if I don't go by what she says, apologize or not be nice to her, she will keep my daughter away from me. Whew. So he goes off with his homeboys. Sarah standing there looking like a fool cried. Her feelings are hurt. Girl, bye. So that's it. All right, that's it, y'all. Are y'all going to listen to Michael's rap career? Are y'all going to listen to Michael's SoundCloud? Are y'all going to click on his SoundCloud link? No, because he back in jail. Michael back in jail. Michael ain't no count. Anyway. Y'all let me know what you think. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment about what y'all think Sasha, why was she in jail? Don't look online. I want y'all to tell me why y'all think she in jail. Alright. Alright guys, have a great weekend. And until next time, friends, bye.